Hi, my name is Wendy from Seville, Singapore, and I would like to inform you friends that this weekend we'll be showcasing the KLCC uh, new launch, which is Clouthaus, which is a high-end resident on one of the last few prime plots, uh, which is just 50 meters away from the Petronas Twin Tower. This definitely is the last few prime plots there, and it's freehold as well. So location is really the best of the best. Okay, and also so this weekend do come down and do consider there'll be a model there in our the venue that the uh, of the exhibition. There's also a talk but by our MM2H experts. MM2H is the Malaysia My Second Home program. So for anyone who want to consider staying long term in Malaysia with the appropriate visa, long-term visa, do come down because uh, buying a property is one of the ways whereby you can fulfill this criteria as well. And the price point is also affordable compared to a lot of other countries. Our price is starting from about 600,000 Sing dollars for one bed, and basically about less than 600 square feet, and fully furnished as well. And basically, uh, the the you can take a loan as well. A lot of banks are financing, especially if you're working in Singapore. So a lot of banks are financing up to maybe 75% to be safe, or maybe even 80%. So you only need to stand by the deposit. I mean, the payment will be a progressive payment similar to the Singapore new launch. It will be, but the difference is that uh, with this Sing dollars 850 per square foot, you are getting the cream of the best uh, KLCC, the true KLCC location, which is just 50 meters across to the Petronas Twin Tower. Like what I said, is the last prime plot. Okay, and it's like buying a Rolex watch. Actually, it's like buying a trophy asset. It's a freehold as well. Nowadays, a lot of good school and embassies and international schools nearby as well, which I think Malaysia is getting more traction in terms of the attractiveness for foreigners to enjoy the quality of life, the quality of food, education, and the standard of life compared to other countries. Other countries are getting a lot more expensive, especially in the West, um, where inflation is high, interest rate is high. In Australia as well, where the cost of living is high. So in Malaysia, the maintenance fee is also very quite. I mean, I think for a cloud house is about only 80 cents per square feet or something like that for the maintenance fees. And this is, I'm telling you, this is a branded residence with hotel-like uh, services that you can opt for. Yeah. So imagine getting it for starting for only 600,000 or lesser than that. And you can opt to do a dual key. If you want, you can do a dual key, so you can rent to two tenants, or you can do a proper one or two bedroom. Yeah. So what else? I mean, come and take a look for yourself, okay? I think this is quite value for money. And although the completion is 2029, but in terms of the developer tier global, this is their flagship development. They will definitely want to prove to everyone that they can deliver this. This will be their flagship brand. This is also the first time that they will be bringing their Paradox brand, which is I think from Canada, to be showcased in first time in uh, Malaysia here in this location. Okay, the trophy location. Um, and yeah, so do come down and have a look for yourself. The other comparables, if you see, don't get confused by the other comparables that the agents are marketing. Other agents are marketing. You need to check number one whether the land size, okay, the land size is big enough. That's quite important. Okay, and number two, you need to know whether they give a comprehensive set of uh, bedroom types. So for Clouthaus, you have one, two, and three beds, right? The different mix. Some developments only have one bed. Some only have all one beds. That kind of thing. Don't go for that one. Choose more comprehensive ones. Okay. And also the design also have to be quite brand new and nice. I mean, you can feel the grandness of the design rather than some developer where their design is looks so industrial, which may not be everyone's cup of tea. So you look at the design, look at the prestige. Uh, uh, So again, I say the land size and also the popularity, the Type C type usually, especially the Type C. Okay, for this weekend only left less than 20 units. So it's your last chance to buy. If you want to buy into this entry level for Clouthaus, because less than 20 units only. Once sold out, okay. Type C is the one that has have the best view of the Petronas Twin Tower. So if you miss that one, so you have to wait until someone wants to sell it to you in 2029, right? You need to wait for, I mean, like nowadays, Malaysians, they are very, very, they are not desperate sellers. If someone lowball offer them, they won't sell, they will rather keep, they will not sell. Okay, so they will rather keep and get the rental returns and can continue keeping anyway, it's freehold, right? So you may really miss that chance if you wait to buy, uh, uh, say after completion. If you want to wait until then to buy, then you miss the chance. So like what I said, less than 20 units for the best type one bed facing the Petronas Twin Tower. Okay, so mm, come and also listen to the MM2H, how you because now right now the world's getting crazy. I think everywhere is not safe. You don't feel safe, especially in the US. You see the recent chaos over there. Okay, and I think uh Malaysia under the leadership of Anwar Ibrahim, I think it's getting better. I'm heartened to see that it's getting better. The way I assess an investment is this. Okay, you need to know who is in charge of the country. For example, I use the principle of trees. A good tree will bear good fruit. A bad tree will bear bad fruits. Yeah. So you will know someone is good or not by the fruits. Okay, when I say that, okay, let's say Indonesia, if you look recently after the new president take over, there's riots everywhere. There's a lot of unrest. People are not happy. The government ministers are dancing in the parliament. Okay, the whole world knows there is certain corruption right there, and the people are not happy. So that's the fruits of the new government. It's the fruits of the new president. Within less than 1 year, this happens. So you will know whether someone is good or bad after some time, because you see, over time they will show their true colors. Okay, Malaysia after Anwar step into the prime minister role, I think you can see the stability. When I was in KLCC, staying in the near Pavilion there, I see a lot of the Dubai, Middle Eastern, and a lot of tourists. It goes even beyond midnight. The shopping scene. I see people carrying shopping bags, luxury brand shopping bags, $20,000 Singapore dollars watches they buying, so they can afford. Whereas I don't see this in Singapore. People shopping and really have the means to buy things, the luxury goods and all that. I don't see that in Singapore, at least not openly. But in KLCC, I see that. It's okay. The food is good, the best in the world. I can tell you. I love their nasi lemak, the nasi lemak with the sambal, which is very, very sloppy sambal, which is quite liquid. The sambal nasi lemak, I love it so much. They have the best foods. The Japanese love them. Okay, they even bring it back to Japan and let their grandmothers try this nasi lemak things which they don't serve in Japan. Okay, and the people are so nice and friendly in Malaysia, accommodating, uh, unlike maybe people probably in certain countries like Hong Kong and all that, So I think in terms of education, also world-class education, the price is also affordable as well, not as expensive. They have a good traditional family values as well, unlike the work culture in the West. Okay, so family is still important to the nation. Okay, um, the traditional values, and you don't see people rushing to buy gold like in Indonesia, for example, right? Selling properties in the secondary market uh, suddenly, after the riots and the Chinese feeling unsafe in their houses. You don't see that in Malaysia now under the Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's leadership, which is good. Okay. And again, I say Singapore is so-called the best property, sorry, the best place to invest your money, to put your wealth in for now. Yes. Okay. Singapore is the best for now. Property is going up. Everything is good. Okay. But no dynasty lasts for long. Uh, so the moment Singapore, I will see that the moment Singaporeans decide to vote for opposition, that's when I will sell all my Singapore properties as well. Okay, again, the government and the leadership of the country is very important of how you want to put your monies and wealth. You see, London, in UK, after the socialist government take over, a lot of rich people just take their money and run. You know, in London, in UK. Yeah. So again, cost of living very low, good quality education, good quality standard of living. Okay. Of course, in terms of the safety, may not be as safe in Singapore. Okay. But that's why you pay for all this safety, security in Malaysia at affordable price. So anyway, I've talked too much. Please come down and have a look yourself. And no obligation, just come. I would like to make friends with you and we can discuss. I think the same price here, you can't buy anything in Singapore unless you can buy a nine. I just sold my industrial property, okay? It's 17 years left leasehold, okay? Uh, with the same price of this Clouthaus, one beds. And although this industrial is giving me 11, 12% in terms of the yield, but it's only left 17 years. And after that, it will revert back to whoever owns the freeholder. It could be the government or someone else. En bloc, I don't know whether you really can en bloc. Yeah. So some of the investors decide to keep all the for pocket money until 17 years. They don't intend to sell. Fine. Okay, but 17 years. Okay. The banks will not lend if the property is left 5 years. I think kind of thing. They kind of leasehold. So the same price, you get a freehold triple A grade residential in KL versus 17-year-old industrial property I mean, motorbike workshop in Singapore. Again, I will stress to the Singapore people, um, um, your Achilles heels is when the government becomes less ideal. Yeah. So if you ever vote for opposition, there may there may be a risk of your investment unwinding. Yeah. We don't, I mean, you won't know nowadays. Uh, Indonesia, the Jokowi changed president to Prabowo, in London. Conservative government changed to socialism in the US as well. Biden to Trump. So it's a crazy world out there. So do consider for your to leave a legacy, to leave something that uh, to give to your second generation, your children, so they have they have something to start with in life, right? Because tenants will be paying for this property for you. Tenants will be paying the mortgage partially for the property for you that you can give to your kids. There is no inheritance tax in Malaysia also. I've talked enough, but again, I would like to be friends with you and to exchange ideas, exchange opinions over this weekend. So my name is Wendy from Seville's. I'm sorry if I say anything wrong or careless or what in my video here, but yeah, I hope to see you there. Do come by and look for me, Wen Seong, Wendy from Seville, Singapore. See you.